Hello everybody, Shawna with Fitness Outside the Fishbowl. So today is one of my favorite days. I always love to do my Friday favorites. And today, it's kind of funny because as I've gone through the whole trying to eat healthier, trying to live healthier and everything else, haven't always thought really about, I think about more what I put in my body, but I haven't always thought about what I put on my body. And so it's kind of one of those things that I've started to become more aware of. And one of the big things is my deodorant, and funny as it sounds. But so I remember for years I used to use Meacham for a lot of years, and it was great because it really kept me dry when I was doing a lot of sports or anything else, but kept me from, getting stinky, whatever. But my brother actually brought it to my attention here over the last couple of years, just because we have Alzheimer's that runs in our family and everything else, and he had brought up about deodorant and how with having the aluminum in your deodorant, and how that can possibly be a risk or a factor to help contribute to Alzheimer's and everything else. And so I started doing some research on it, and I've tried a few different things. And so I've tried the Toms, I've tried this Crystal. I like them. They weren't my favorite, I guess. This one I had a little bit of troubles with as far as, just the glideability factor and everything else. So, you kind of play around. You try to figure out what works for you. After trying to search for a while, I ended up kind of going back to the old lady speed stick for a while. That worked really good, kept me dry, kept me from stinking, don't want the people around me to feel like I'm stinking and that kind of stuff. But I had a great conversation with a friend of mine here a couple weeks ago, and she turned me on to a new one, and I actually super duper duper love it. And it is it's Native. And what I like about it is it's paraben-free and it's aluminum-free. So aluminum is one of the things that is used in a lot of deodorants. And essentially what it does is it helps kind of plug the sweat ducts and prevents you from perspiring. Well, that's all fine and dandy, except that it also has a number of health concerns that are involved with it. Alzheimer's and dementia is one of them. Like I said, that's one thing that we've struggled with in our family, and anything I can do to prevent that for myself and for my family members, I'm all for it. Another big thing that it's been, people have tried to link with the aluminum is breast cancer. Another thing, I have several friends that have gone through it, and something I never want to experience. And because when you're putting on your deodorant, it's right in that area. It tends to, if you have open nicks or anything like that, it can get into those and what have you. Kidney disease is another thing that aluminum has kind of been linked to. Another thing that I can relate to in my family with my mom having kidney disease, although hers is not related to anything like that. So with all those factors in mind, it's one of those things where I really, really want to make sure that I'm doing the best to prevent from myself and for my family. Parabens is another thing that can be found a lot in a lot of different personal care items, but in deodorants. And so what parabens do is they help, they act as a preservative, and they help prevent bacteria growth. And so with the parabens, some of the things that it's done is what it does is it mimics the estrogen in your body. So it can cause a number of issues, anywhere from early onset of puberty to hormonal cancers, or increased of risk of hormonal cancers and possible birth defects in future children and so forth. So Anyway, after a lot of research and having some great friends that have some great recommendations, this is what I now use. I love it. It works awesome. And anyway, so this is my Friday favorites, is my native deodorant. So anyway, I hope you all have a super awesome day.